Hey there YouTube, so as you can probably tell, this is another Sunday video on the way out to Paintball. It's been a busy week again. Finally though, it seems to be like we're getting the first major snow of the year, with plenty of it falling all around me on the way out here to the paintball field. This week, actually did finally bottle my wine, so that was exciting. However, I still have more of that class to go with another project and stuff like that, so we'll see how I did soon when we do the taste-off. Also in the workings right now, I'm trying to put together a list of my top 10 zombie movies of the last 10 years. This one's more challenging than people would think. I'm going to clarify top 10 on Blu-ray. So that's generally where I prefer to stay around there. There's definitely some interesting ones out there. Two of my favorite ones that always raise a lot of controversy are 28 Days and 28 Weeks Later. I've heard countless people who call themselves zombie fans be like, well, they're not really zombie movies, they're good movies, but they're not really zombie movies. And I'm going to include them in my list anyways, for two reasons. First of all, the argument against 28 Days Later is that it's a virus and that they're not dead. Whereas if you look at zombies historically, before people thought that zombies actually had to be dead because of the movies, it turns out the origin of the zombie was from voodoo priests turning people into kind of like mindless zombies, as the term would go. And that's where it comes from. Actually, a lot of zombie folklore and stuff like that actually comes from not dying and being reanimated. That's the undead zombie. But rather just being mindless. That is more where the term comes from. I mean, it has taken on life of mainly the undead, because that's what a lot of focused on, but largely, like I said, it comes down to being mindless and not under your own control, no longer possessing the human thoughts and emotions, per se. So that's why I'm justifying those two along with some other ones. Also, I mean, if you look at it, most zombie movies are essentially based on a virus, whether people like to admit it or not, because if you got bit and it weren't bacterial or a virus or something like that, or a parasite or so on, it wouldn't transmit to you. You would just be a little sore and be like, seriously zombie, go away. But no, when you get bit, you slowly become a zombie, or in the case of 28 Days Later, you very quickly become a zombie. They never actually establish if the people die first and then become a zombie, or anything like that, because it just happens. They just all of a sudden switch over. Whereas in a lot of zombie movies, they're portrayed as dying and then becoming a zombie, but do they really die, or does the infection just take over at that point? So, a lot of things there, so definitely, spoiler alert, I guess, including 28 Days Later and 28 Weeks Later on my top 10 zombie movies of the last 10 years. Specifically, I prefer 28 Weeks Later. I think the director, Danny Boyle, definitely improved between the two. He's constantly been improving, and he's done some great movies. I'm a big fan of his. But I definitely think 28 Days Later was much more polished, while they're both great movies. So, that's all for now. I have been watching basically a zombie movie a day to my collection, to kind of start refreshing my view and writing the list and then doing the video, because if I just did it from memory, I'd probably rate things a little bit differently than with fresh in my mind. So expect it within probably a week or so. I'll probably post something up then with my top 10 zombie movies, and whether you like it or not, there's probably going to be some controversial ones in there, but they're good movies anyways. So that's about all for today. You can like, subscribe, watch other videos, do whatever you want, really. Just keep in touch, watch videos, comments, so on. And that's about it. So have a great weekend for Sunday, YouTube, and I will catch up on my next vlog.